I refuse to be cucked by a whale. I'm watching the next episode. I will not be cucked by a whale. I refuse to be cucked by a whale. Hachan will never let me hear the end of it. It would bring dishonor to this household. I will not bring dishonor to this house. I will not be cucked by a whale. Fuck, I love how much I embrace the Japanese, even though I'm not Japanese. We have this joke. I am, and I don't know why I'm bringing this up because they've stopped bringing it up. But I'm the token white guy in pretty much all of my friend groups, and in one particular friend group, I am the egg, and I've got another friend that's the banana. So his parents are basically from China, and they've sort of come here and they've worked their way up, and he was born here. And he is the most white Aussie guy you will ever meet. He literally drinks beer, eats all the Western foods, right? He is the whitest guy. He's like one of the whitest people I know. And his parents are 100% Chinese. His girlfriend's Chinese, his parents are Chinese, his brother's Chinese. He speaks fluent Mandarin, but he is one of the whitest people I know, right? And whenever there's a white guy in the group, he's the white guy. I'm the egg because I know so much about Eastern culture and I love martial arts and I love all that shit. He's not a Westerbo. He's just an Aussie. He's just an Aussie with Chinese parents. That's basically it. He's Australian-born Chinese. That's just what he is. But he's an Aussie through and through. Like, he uses the word mate and bro and all that stuff. Like, he's white. He's Aussie white. He's suburban Aussie white. He wears thongs and shorts and a singlet, mate. Like, he's the guy that's actually cooking the sausages on the barbie. He's that white. He's that fucking white. Like, when we went out as a group for my mate's bucks, he's like, let's go to a brewery. He's that white, right? He's that white. He is the white guy of the group. I'm ironically enough like the fucking egg of the group. So we have we have him. We have our Korean mate. We have our guy from, where is he from? Cambodia. We have another Aussie guy, but he's kind of more Eastern because he grew up in the Eastern suburb and all his friends are like Eastern and whatnot. So he's like born in Australia, but he's more Asian. My friend from Cambodia was actually born in Cambodia. He went to the military there when he was a kid and all that sort of good stuff. So we've got a quite interesting cultural mix within the group. Honestly, how you grow up and behave is more determined by where you live more than your actual race and origin. That's true. In my case, I grew up kind of half and half. I grew up like 7-8 years and then I grew up here, but I also visited and I was raised in a very Serbian household. But then, a lot of my development was built through martial arts. So I actually sort of developed a lot as a person through martial arts and training. That's why my philosophy is centered around that. And then at the same time, my grandfather being in the war and his blood brother and the lessons from that. So I've been shaped by martial arts, but I'm not just a student of Slavic sort of martial arts and combat and doctrine, but also Eastern. And also my teacher was born in Australia, but he was a student of Masayama, who was actually born Korean and then became a karate master in Japan. So the sort of doctrine and philosophy that I grew up with is from all over the place. And then I've had multiple people throughout the ages that have taught me different things. So I'm kind of a mixed bag. But yeah, just... Fuck, we have good times. But yeah, I will not bring dishonor to this household by being cucked by a whale. I will not be cucked by sashimi. Sashimi? Did I just say sashimi? Did I just fucking say sashimi? It's sashimi. Sashimi. What the fuck? 1 second, I'm gonna go grab a knife and cut open my stomach. Mate, sashimi. Are you fucking joking? Are you fucking joking right now? Oh my god. You know what pisses me off? One of those princesses has a sword that ignores range, and she's known for being like the 100 cut whatever, but I've only seen her do 3 cuts so far in this entire battle. I'm disappointed. Almost as much as I'm disappointed in myself saying sashimi. I disgust myself. That horn is very high risk. When the first time I saw her go into her demon form, I thought, wow, Devil Trigger OP, she's gonna fuck shit up. But then when I found out that that horn is also her weakness and it can actually be damaged in that form, it's a real glass cannon sort of moment. Not in that her body's the glass cannon, but that horn exposes itself. I'm willing to guess that, she can use the power of the horn to regenerate and have that extra strength without revealing the horn. But as soon as she reveals the horn, she gets her power up, but at the same time, she becomes significantly more vulnerable. So it's a very desperate thing to use that shouldn't be just used whenever the fuck you want, because that's going to end horribly. I think the 100 cut is from her cutting down 100 people with one slice, not doing 100 slices. That's just an assumption, though. Fair enough. You make a good point. Your honor is gone from saying those words. Now time commit seppuku. You have a samurai sword? You don't commit seppuku with a samurai sword. You know how impractical that is? But anyways. But yes, I do. I have 2. One's a high carbon battle ready katana, and the other one's a titanium plated one that's for shits and giggles. But yes, I do. Shut up! We all went through high school and stockpiled the occasional Japanese weapons and learned how to throw knives. We all had hobbies. Some of us even started studying Japanese martial arts for several years, maybe half a decade, maybe a decade. Some of us occasionally went on a pilgrimage to Japan, maybe a dozen times, maybe stayed there for a month or 2. Don't you judge me. We've all been there. Who the fuck are you to judge me? You have no right. What? Excuse me. Say that again. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Did you just say what I thought you said? And then the realization hits. What did she say? I have to hear that in English, please. I need to hear what they said. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that what she does while he's sleeping? She sniffs him? Oh my god. What the fuck voice is that? I'm sorry, but I can't listen to this dub. It almost sounds like something you watch on Cheese TV at 7 a.m. while you're watching anime in the morning. It sounds like something more appropriate for Pokemon or Digimon, not a serious anime about, repercussions of death, murder, and maids sniffing you while you sleep. Back to the Japanese version, please. I'm sorry. I can't listen to this. That was enough for me. Wait. They're all damaged. They all have the same wound. Which one's the real one? When was retreat ever an option? Oh, you're joking me. Well, would you look at that? She can swing it multiple fucking times, can't she? Granted, the Getsuga Tensho uses a little more power and needs a reload, but she can still swing the fucker. And she's tired. Fuck, it dodged it. Or would that clear out the smoke? Fog. Smoke fog. It's literally just watching. Well, something good came out of that whale. Hmm. Am I the only one that hears a mixture of Godzilla and giant birds? And that's like a giant mantis scythe. Son of a bitch. Hmm. It's clever using the tree as the rally point because the whales can't go there or get hit. Um. Well, shit. Seriously, you and that fist bump. God damn it. Hmm? Good old Japanese honor. Oof! Wait, were those cannons just sitting there? Please don't take that out of context. I like it so far. Nani? Come back. Rain down. Wait, did you launch him? You're insane. Don't taunt the thing, just take its eye! How has he not been knocked off? He what? Oh fuck! I'm sorry, but is committing suicide this guy's only talent? Because fuck you. Literally, that's all you've been doing the entire fucking series. Wait, what did she get mad about? What did he say now? Did he say Epstein didn't kill himself or something? What's going on? What did he say that it got us so mad? Even saying trauma now gets you in trouble? Good shit. You're joking. Guys. He got saved by boob pillows. Wait, what? Thank you for the trick. I'm sorry. But Rem is losing brownie points with me right now. She's gone from being, you know, the epitome of respect to thank you for the treat. Only I get to sniff you. What the fuck? And he's oblivious to it. Fuck off. I call bullshit. Because it speaks English, am I right? Or in this case, Japanese. Are you seriously destroying the fucking tree? The sheer amount of firepower required to destroy that tree would have probably been more than the amount required to... Whatever. Just fucking destroy all of nature while you're at it. Wait, did she give him her sword? I mean, that's one way to ask a girl to marry you. That's dedication. What a boss move. In front of everybody. Zero fucks given. Best fucking boy right here. Like a boss. Walks into the goddamn Capitol throne room in front of the sword saint, pulls out a sword and just disarms her and is like, fuck it, we're getting married. I fucking respect this man so much. Give this man a piece of Ukraine. Wait, how did he know that would actually kill it? Or is it because she gave him the magical sword he actually pierced downward? Either way, I don't care. He deserved that killing blow. Now, that little thing about the cult wanting to kill the other girl. Are we going to do something about that, or... Yeah, but think of how many people you've saved. Look on the bright side. If she ends up being the princess, you can always marry her. I mean, it's not a bad thing to have contingency plans, am I right? Plus, she's not that bad. She leads people into battle. Plus, she's not that bad. I mean, she's a royal. You wouldn't have to work. Wait! Oh, fuck, he's dead, isn't he? Or is he just saying that as a kind remark? I'm paranoid now. Sorry, I'm just paranoid. Hmm? Hmm? The fuck? You're gonna get yourself killed. You slut. How the fuck are you gonna drag it? God damn it, Ram, just stop! It's getting too clingy. Way too clingy. Way too clingy. Like... Oh, for son of a bitch. Did she just lure you into that? That's highly manipulative. This is gonna be fucking cruel. You don't just... Like... You don't just do the I love someone else route and keep adding fuel to the goddamn fire that are her emotions. That's wrong. That is so cruel. You're gonna break the poor girl's heart when you reunite back with Emilia, you bastard. Or what? You're gonna keep doing that shit with Rem when Emilia's around? How do you think that's gonna work out? Rem is number 2, though. Yeah, go explain that dynamic to another girl. Go for it. Go for it. Come on. Fucking do it. Start being affectionate with one girl in front of another girl and tell me how it goes. Come on, go for it. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Unless they're into that shit. Imagine saying that you love her, but then say the other girl is his number 2 and vice versa. That's messed up. Building on the conversation we had from episode 18, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go see it. You know, the one we had at the end. In my interpretation, she decided not to accept his offer because either one, she feels that his heart's not 100% in it and he's only doing it to escape, and she sees that it's not what would make him happy, and she can't be happy with him not being happy, so she couldn't accept his offer. Or she couldn't do that to Emilia because, you know, she kind of knows that he's in love with her and denying that would be bad. Or on another part, she is Emilia's maid and she has some sort of oath and some sort of attachment with her, so she couldn't abandon her. Fair enough. Then at the same time, you're continuing to build this relationship, which, going by the remark when he landed in your boobs, thank you for the treat! And then the other thing with the night before with the arm hugging and, you know, the cutesy stuff. This relationship is... What is the boundaries of this relationship? Are there any boundaries on this relationship? Have any lines been drawn? Does Subaru, and why on earth did they name him Subaru? Did like Subaru hire them for this or something? This is going to be a train wreck. I'm telling you now. There need to be some boundaries somewhere. You can't just have your maid literally saying, thank you for the treat, master, for rubbing your face in my boobs. How's that going to play out when you get back to Emilia? Or her father? Or the other maid, Ram? Like, I'm pretty sure that's not going to continue. Jesus Christ. The only boundary is that he can't say I love you. Oh, so what? Everything else is cool. It's like a hooker rules. No kissing, no I love you. Excuse... I'm not even pulling the pin on that hand grenade. I'm not even starting that conversation. Do not get me started. Oh, and there's number 3. I'm glad that this guy made it out alive because he did almost sacrifice his life to save Subaru. To keep you alive? He was ordered to keep him alive, wasn't he? Sweet girl. Wait, is it that guy that beat the shit out of you before? Worth it. Oh my god! I had curry udon today and it is fucking delicious. It's what happens when you have curry, but you don't want to eat it anymore with rice. So you basically add it with some of that like rice wine and then you reheat it and then you add udon with a bit of water and then you cook it in the curry. It's really fucking delicious. Oh man. So he was ordered to keep him alive during that battle, huh? I guess that princess can admire a little bit of, what's it called? Ambition. I love how Subaru is able to be heroic and yet still hold a grudge against this one guy. I mean, can I just be honest? Subaru was kind of fucking asking for it at that point. I get it. He went through that whole pride phase. I don't know what that's about, but anyway. But he did challenge the bastard to a duel. I mean, what was he expecting? In the guy's defense, he fucking challenged him to a duel with like no fighting experience whatsoever, and he got his ass handed to him. What did he think was gonna happen? I can understand holding a grudge if the guy beat you up, but you kind of instigated that whole thing. At a certain point, you need to take a little bit of responsibility and be like, maybe I shouldn't have picked a fight with a knight and made it a sword fight, because, you know, I don't know how to sword fight. But no, I picked a sword fight with a knight because reasons. And worst of all, I embarrassed my mistress, who I'm trying to get the attention of, who I promised I would stay in the room for, but secretly I sneaked outside and made an embarrassment of myself by getting my ass beaten by a guy I challenged to a duel. I mean, why would you do that? Julius challenged him, but you get my point. That entire ceremony was a goddamn train wreck. And that John Travolta pose he did in the middle of the throne room, or council room, or whatever you want to call it. Julius made sure that the rest of the knights would not murder Subaru for mocking their duties by accepting the duel. First of all, you shouldn't mock people. I mean, respect is a thing. You shouldn't just disrespect people for the shits and giggles. I mean, I wouldn't do it on the street either. That's how you get shanked. But goddamn it, Subaru. A responsibility? Nah. Well, no, blaming others for your own shortcomings is the way to go. Definitely. Blame everyone for all your shortcomings and circumstances and consequences of poor decisions. I'm honestly concerned that Subaru is going to die again and have to fight the whale again. How fucked would that be? Seriously, I don't know what's determining the return from death checkpoint. I don't think that's something that we'll even figure out in this season, considering there's 4 episodes left. And don't worry, I'm not going to get spoiled. I'm just literally looking at the time. 25. 25. 25. Yeah, no chance in hell they're going to tell us how that spawn point works. And I'm pretty sure that's not even going to get revealed in season 1. The reveal for the final episode is probably every time he dies, he's closer to being possessed by the witch, and or he's closer to becoming one of her servants or something. That's probably the end game. While the witch is trying to possess Emilia's body or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's something along those lines. But Kuma, Emilia died in one of those scenes. Shut up, my theory has holes. As does everyone else's, but that's just how it is. That's something certain people in my life would do. Look, we've all been there. We've all blamed other people for our own shit until we realize that no one's in charge of our lives except ourselves, and no one really gives a shit about us except ourselves. So we gotta take a little bit of responsibility. Otherwise, we're not gonna get anywhere. That being said, those were some really good episodes. Ignoring physics aside, I did enjoy that. As someone that spent a lot of time playing World of Warcraft, I can appreciate a large group of people going out in the middle of nowhere to slay a giant monster. I can appreciate it. All right? I had a lot of fun watching that. That was totally up my alley. And I can't wait for next week. And I will be perfectly honest with you guys. I am gonna be mad if we don't finish next week because there's 4 episodes, because I have a feeling if we watch 2, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. If we watch 3, yeah, you know, like a Tim Tam, you can't stop. But I also at the same time want to make sure I have enough time to do a debriefing. So pencil it in. There's a 50-50% chance we're going to finish season 1 next week. Pencil it in. There's a 50-50% chance. Depending on how much conversations we have. I'm trying to keep it on point. Next up, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun sized, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.